The AC in this thing, usually when it cycles, first try, it won't come back on now and then. I have a suspect that this switch is going bad because this is from 1994, so it's not closing when it should, or, which I haven't even tested, I think there's a pressure relay under the dash which could be seasoned, but that wouldn't make sense that it would, you know, when it goes to a certain pressure, because like if it was a relay, you would think that you first turn it on, it would not work at all, and that's not the case. You turn the key on, turn AC, boom, every time pressure engages. I don't know, it could be seasoned though. I'm thinking it's this switch though, because a couple times I wiggled this thing around, I don't think it's my connector. It worked again, and it is original, and I have these been in the past. The thing is though, this is on a Schrader valve, kind of like underneath your cap over here, so you gotta unthread that very, very fast. And there's an O-ring, but the O-ring is new because I replaced that O-ring because it was leaking around it like a while ago. This almost looks like it's gray, but there's two different styles. There's a gray one which is for R12, which this truck is not. 93 it was, and there's a black one, this R134A, unless that was just so faded. Well, it does have an R12 one on it because it was just built when they had R12. I don't know, maybe it had the wrong one all along. Part number, get the OEM one, made in Mexico, still amazing. I'll link in the description. I have a couple of these in my hoard, but I had to buy another one because I can't find what I had. Adjustable wrench works fine, or you can find a wrench that fits that plastic hex. There is an O-ring underneath it, but I'm not going to mess with it. If yours is original, get an O-ring. They don't come with it because yours is probably flattened like mine was like a year ago. Alright, that's what the back looks like. See, it just has the little piece of plastic and it contacts the pintle. I gotta get this thing off, and I'm probably not even going to show it, but it has to come off very, very fast. If you're slow, it will lose your charge, just like that. Unthread it by hand, and then have your new one close by to put it back on. If I had a tripod, I would show you. So connect the same. Let me check the connector. Made in Mexico, black. The valve's holding, so I got it off. See the O-ring around it? It's fine. See, this one looks gray, but it says black on it. Same part number. See, black. So I got the correct one. 6358. 6358, same part number. Here's the O-ring on it right there, but that O-ring's fine. But put that shit back on there. You just heard a click. I didn't hear a click on the other one. There's a switch in there that closes, and it's under a certain temperature, pressure rather. It doesn't have to be crazy tight, just enough so it doesn't leak. I don't know what even the torque spec is on it. It's not much, just don't go crazy on it. That's probably tight enough right there. Line it up so connector goes on about the same. It was about right there. That clips on so much better. Let's see if we got AC. But yeah, I thought that was, don't be deceived though by that color. There's two different colors, a gray and a black, but the gray's for R12, this is gray. They might have had them both gray, I'm thinking 94, and then they changed it later. This is definitely R134A and always was. If you convert your truck to from R12 to R34A, you probably should just get the black one if it fits. If you have a 93. Pressure kick. Yeah. I don't know. They go bad on all your trucks. Did I have a... I didn't even check. The O-ring in there. I think the other one had O-ring. We'll pick that out though. Sometimes they don't give you that piece. Yeah, this gets shitty in there. Oh my god, too loud today. Oh, damn it. Yeah, it is like 1994. What year is it to this? I don't know, that's pretty damn old. I had it fail on another car because it opens and closes every time it gets to the pressure, and it might just get jammed up over time. This thing has been cycled literally millions of times. And you know, you disconnect this, obviously your compressor is going to disconnect. I'll have to run it around though, it's not going to cycle at idle. But that's what they do in auctions a lot. They disconnect that and they'll say the AC doesn't work when it does, so they get a cheaper price on the car. I used to drive a lot of lock cars and the AC didn't work, and that was always my fix. I would look around and I would plug it back in because I had to drive the thing a couple, sometimes 200 miles or so, 100 miles. But yeah, don't get deceived though by the color. That's the point of the video. Just try to look at what yours says. Mine's a little rusted from corrosion. Same part number though. Awesome. Shut it down so I can talk. I gotta sell this thing. Go in my garage, find the original one, paint it, find all the hardware and shit. I probably lost a bunch of it. These case seals leak a little bit on my compressor too. I gotta pull that off one day. Hopefully it lasts all summer. But this also, check for leaks around it. You can use your leak detector, UV light. I'll probably heat it up in about a day, make sure there's no leaks around the O-ring. But yeah, just make careful. Sometimes when you take those out, they'll start leaking because the little pintle on it just gets stuck. That's not original. It's from like 2004 or 5, something like that. But if it's original, which would be shocking at this time, original dry